Hello, my name is Santiago Núñez Favela. I'm currently studying civil engineering at Tecnológico Monterrey. And in this video, I'll share a personal reflection about my learning throughout the course of ethics sustainability. Uh, the goal of this video is to mainly look back at what we've done throughout the semester and what have I learned, how I've learned it, and the process that has changed the way I see the things I do on the greenwashing, green socks, shushing, and all this type of stuff. Um, this is also how it has changed me personally, professional, and as a citizen, and as a consumer. This is important because reflecting helps me realize what I have improved on and something known as and how I understand it with something known as metacognition, according to the Schwartz metacognitive model. So in the first scale, I'll say my personal dimension. I think one of the first things that I learned was how my personal habits have changed, the way I eat, move, talk, the way I reuse, recycle. It's mattered more than I used to think now that I have started questioning my things in like where does my food come from? Who's affected by its production? Like for example, um, learning about greenwashing made me realize that many brands I used to trust weren't as sustainable as they claim. Like I actually didn't really know how this happened a lot, like with the eco and them including eco on some products and pushing more the responsibility into the clients rather than them trying to do something else. I started making small changes throughout the semester, like choosing more local products and reducing, like for example, recycling pet products in a campaign, and also making some recycle like compost related stuff. So we could, in my building, we could take that away and separate that trash. In a professional dimension, as a civil engineering student, I see how my career has a huge link on sustainability. We we civil engineers have started to produce more eco-friendly buildings. Like for example, before the places where we get the materials from are they cause a serial environmental issue. So now they're applying uh, more resources or laws for them to help. Now, like they've started with new laws to make everything eco-friendly and better. Also, like learning about the cattle ranching in Fernillo, it's also a way to how change your mindset about like production systems and how they can damage ecosystems in the way that a lot of industries are just doing what they want for money, and we have to take a stop to that. Like they have to start committing to applying more ethical decision making in the ecosystems and systems that design like the laws and everything. As a citizens, during the course, I also became more active in like, for example, the way I started thinking more about the companies like green washing and how it affects the world entirely. I really never thought about the concept, and it's really incredible how there's a lot of companies, like a lot of people or campaigns, like small campaigns, are now willing to question more like the way that companies are doing stuff, and they're putting to question authorities' policies and also question the habits of the young consumer. So like it does happen a lot, and well, it's starting to happen a lot, and I think that's a great thing to start doing. And in consumption dimension, I also reflected like on my role as a customer. Like I used to buy without thinking, like trusting the eco labels or green labels or the packaging. Oh, it's better for the environment or this or that. But a lot of those things aren't actually doing what they're supposed to, or they put the blame into the consumer instead of the companies actually trying to do some work. So now you feel guilty that you're making a world, you're making the environment wrong when it's actually them that are not changing the policies, and also with the government. And this is how I started learning how companies manipulate messages, like hiding unsustainable practices, and it helps you study before buying some criterias, and this helps you make more centered decisions on the things that you are actually buying, which is way better for the environment. Um, so yeah, like one of the most significant things, and this is my conclusion. So one of the most significant things I learned is that sustainability is just like a theory or a trend. It's something that is starting to. It's a responsibility. So it's a way that you start thinking more critically how to attack like the greenwashing, and how to make more informed choices about the things that we buy in our daily products. This knowledge also like helps you understand how all these small practices go, and you have to continue like trying to make a change so we all can be better on the sustainable practice that we apply in everyday products. And to everyone watching, we are actually running out of time. So climate change is not a tomorrow's problem, it's a today's emergency. Greenwashing and greenwashing silence the true and slow down real progress. So we have to act more honestly, justice, and empathy, not towards the people and the people around us or our communities, but the people in higher ups, like political and big CEOs of companies. We have to all also step up and start uh, doing better for ourselves. So let's not stay silent. Let's act and demand transparency amongst us. Thank you.